welcome back to another vlog. We are riding in an afternoon. It's currently Friday afternoon. It's the Matariki public holiday here in New Zealand. It's a bit of a solo one today. Just going to do some local loops, and I thought I'd show you a bit around, but maybe answer a couple of questions that one may ask at this time of year. So I thought I'd take a moment to answer some questions about what's coming up with my bike riding, maybe some expectations, some hopes and dreams, and some lessons that I'm already learning with having our new family situation. So let's show you around. Let's go. So let's talk expectations then. Like, for me, a season's always split into two, like most people. In New Zealand, that's obviously before Christmas and then after. Beside Christmas, the goal's definitely North Island Team Series. I've done that the last couple of years with the iRide crew, and yeah, it's 5 races, team format. So I've really come to love teams racing. Main reason is I don't have to be the best guy. I can show up and do a really good job for the team. And yeah, we've taken some wins. Not me, but the guys I ride with, and it's obviously just such a rush to get a W and be part of all of that. So for me, that's goal number one. Second to that, and this is probably the dreams and ambition now, is the Fokker 100. It's one of those ones where my mates have done over the last few years, and it's a race that's always intrigued me. It's 100 k's on the mountain bike up in Rotorua, so like the holy grail of mountain biking in New Zealand, and it's just crazy hard. This is probably where having bubs in the last few weeks is they've been throwing some question marks, and there'll be a massive learning curve, I know, this year with now having 2 kids and trying to fit training and racing around all of that. So we're going to hold that one lightly for the moment. The reality is that having that first big goal is crazy motivating at the moment, and it's going to make a great first half of the season anyway. That's sort of season part one. I think for part two, let's see, let's go through part one, and I don't sort of plan a whole year, just way too much can go on. So what else then? I've been obviously quite upfront with not just being a racer and that I like pushing myself, but it's nowhere near the be all and end all of my bike riding. So really, what else is on the cards? Obviously, if you're watching this, you'll all know that YouTube channel is a big part of what I'm doing now on the bike, and I'm really hoping to continue to push the channel here and make some awesome videos and be really consistent, just really open to the opportunities it's able to bring. And it's already showing that, which is super fun. And you also see a lot that we are pushing the iRide rides. Those are rides that I organise, I plan, I organise the comms, I more or less do run that show now. I've been doing that for about 6 months, and all part of the RCC Ride Leader program, and pushing Rafa and pushing iRide as a shop within Wellington. And I've got to admit, I've been having so much fun doing those. It's been such an extension of the hobby, and I totally recommend, if you're out there thinking, hey, what else could I do with my bike riding, consider taking up ride leading and putting the time into that. It's super rewarding. So between all of that, like, I'm still pretty busy. I spend a lot of free time on all of this, and like I said, it's super rewarding, but you know, being consistent with it is really hard. So I just want to make sure I'm doing a really good job for you guys and for myself and for my family. So busy but good. With that all said, thank you, New Wahoo, for notifying me to drink. With that all said, definitely have learnt some things already in this new lifestyle, being a two-child father. And to clarify, these probably aren't new lessons, these aren't surprises, but I guess now that we have 2 kids, it just validates what this year's all about and how I can set these expectations for my riding. First off, having 2 kids is not just 2 times the work. For me, it's like 4 or 5 times the energy output, looking after our first and just preparing stuff and just trying to be more present. So it is huge output from that perspective, and it absolutely has an effect on the riding. Let's not be silly about it. Of course it does. And number 2, the riding kind of takes more backseat just from what you want to do. Like, you've got 2 kids and they're awesome and it's heaps of fun, so you kind of don't want to ride as much. But then at the same time, you want to ride more because that time is even more important in balancing yourself out and energizing yourself and having that time as well. So from a perspective of organizing one's life and trying to prioritize, it's such a thin line, and I'm far from perfect. If you're out there with kids trying to be a good bike rider, then I am relating hard with so much to learn. I'm nowhere near an expert. So hey, if you're out there and you're in that position and you have tips for me, please, I'll link them below. How can you be a badass bike rider while being an even more badass father and husband? Please, I need the help. If anything, I've learned that the challenge of all that is crazy motivating. Like, to say that I'm still accomplishing on the bike with all of that going on, and I think it's just for me, it's super motivating to try and come up with some sort of success. Righto, thanks guys for coming along today on my little solo public holiday mission. Hopefully that's given you a little bit more insight into me and obviously my goals a little bit for the year and some of the things that I've got going on. I was thinking out there though that did you want me to do a bit of a Q&A? If you have any questions for me, I'm really open to discussing them. Obviously the channel's new, so there might be lots of things that you want to know about me and what's going on here. So let us know in the comments and we'll start to gather those up and potentially do a video in the next little while. Like I said, open to answering anything. But thanks heaps for coming along and checking out my little local loop, and we'll catch you soon in another vlog. Cheers.